In the mortal realms, there are heroes who fight for order. There are gods who claim dominion. But there is another force, older than empires, stronger than faith. They are the warriors who embraced chaos itself. These are the slaves to darkness. The slaves to darkness are not born as monsters. They were once ordinary people, tribesmen, soldiers, kings, and survivors of a broken world. When the age of chaos consumed the mortal realms, many civilizations fell. The god King Sigmar himself was defeated and forced to retreat to the celestial realm of Azyr after his loss to the terrifying champion of chaos, Archaon the Everchosen. Left behind, countless mortals faced an impossible choice: die or embrace the dark powers that now ruled the realms. Many chose survival. They swore themselves to the Ruinous Powers, the Chaos Gods, and became the armies now known as the slaves to darkness. For them, life is brutal. Every day is earned in blood. And now, as Sigmar's warriors return to reclaim the realms, the servants of chaos prepare for war once again. To the slaves to darkness, the followers of Sigmar are weak. They see them as cowards, hiding behind false gods. So they gather their hosts, massive warbands of warriors, monsters, and twisted champions, to defend the lands they conquered during the Age of Chaos. Their goal is simple: destroy the weak, overthrow the gods of order, and rule the mortal realms forever. Every warrior who serves chaos walks a dangerous road. It is known as the path to glory. This path is a supernatural ladder to ultimate power, but every step is paid for in violence. Champions must perform terrible deeds beneath the watchful eyes of the chaos gods. Victory brings rewards, but failure brings something far worse. The chaos gods may grant their followers incredible gifts: unnatural strength, magical power, or horrifying resilience. But if a champion displeases them, they may instead be twisted into a grotesque mass of mutations. Still, a few warriors manage to survive the journey. Those rare champions can ascend to become Daemon Princes, immortal warlords of chaos, commanding massive armies in the name of their dark patrons. At the very top of the path to glory stands one being above all others: Archaon the Everchosen, Grand Marshal of the Apocalypse. He was the warrior who ended the old world and carried his power into the mortal realms. Archaon commands vast armies of chaos from his colossal fortress known as the Varan Spire, located within the All Points, a nightmarish nexus connecting all 8 mortal realms. Mounted upon his terrifying daemon steed Dorghar, Archaon wages endless war against gods and mortals alike. Strangely, he does not serve the chaos gods blindly. In fact, he despises them almost as much as he despises Sigmar. Yet their power fuels his conquest, and under his command march countless champions of chaos. Archaon's armies are vast and diverse. Some warriors bear the mark of chaos undivided, swearing loyalty to chaos as a whole. Others pledge themselves to one of the great gods: Khorne, the god of war and slaughter; Tzeentch, the master of magic and manipulation; Nurgle, lord of decay and endurance; Slaanesh, the prince of excess and perfection. Each god grants powerful blessings to their chosen champions. But those gifts always come with a price. Yet even Archaon does not rule uncontested. Another legendary figure lurks in the shadows: Be'lakor, the Dark Master. He was the first Daemon Prince ever created. Once destined for greatness, Be'lakor was cursed by the Chaos Gods after his arrogance angered them. Instead of ruling, he was forced to crown future champions, like Archaon, as Everchosen. That humiliation burned into his soul. Now Be'lakor plots in the shadows, weaving conspiracies to overthrow Archaon and seize ultimate power for himself. Rather than leading armies openly, he manipulates events from behind the scenes, and at the head of his forces stands his deadly champion, Eternus, blade of the first prince. Not all followers of chaos knowingly serve the dark gods. Across the realms live the Darkoath Tribes. These are mortal warriors who swear oaths to spirits that guard their lands, but many of these spirits are actually minor aspects of the chaos gods themselves. Life among the Darkoath is harsh and unforgiving. Survival demands strength, loyalty, and absolute dedication to one's kin. They may not think of themselves as servants of chaos, but their savage culture and brutal oaths tie them ever closer to the Ruinous Powers. Among the deadliest warriors in these armies are the Chaos Knights. Once nobles and rulers of fallen kingdoms, they now ride into battle on massive war steeds clad in hell-forged armor. Their cursed lances strike with terrifying power during a charge. Entire enemy formations can be skewered in a single devastating attack. At the core of many warbands stand the Chaos Warriors, relentless soldiers clad in dark steel. These warriors form the backbone of chaos armies, marching forward without fear as they carve their way across the battlefield. The ultimate reward for a champion who survives the path to glory is ascension. They become a Daemon Prince, a being of immense power and immortality. Some sprout massive wings. Others adorn themselves with trophies taken from fallen enemies. But all of them embody the terrifying power of chaos itself. The slaves to darkness are not simply villains. They are survivors of a shattered world, warriors who chose power over extinction, driven by ambition, rage, and the promises of the chaos gods. They march endlessly across the mortal realms, and wherever their black banners rise, civilizations fall, because in the end, chaos does not merely conquer, chaos consumes. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Warhammer lore, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories from the mortal realms. The battle continues. In our next video, we dive deep into the cities of Sigmar, the mortal armies who stand against the darkness. And remember, the path to glory is always watching.